Lego Ninjago is the #1 show of my childhood. You want to know why? If you've seen the show, I don't need to tell you why. So today, we're going to be ranking every movie, season, and special of Lego Ninjago. So let's go. In last place, we have Day of the Departed. Now, despite what others say, I think the idea of the villains returning for this special is just so stupid. Honestly, I feel like this entire thing just exists to get Cole to become human again. And Cole is really the only person in this whole special that actually gets to do stuff. Not much to say about this one. I probably am never going to watch it again, and it's just so forgettable. Next up, at number 18 spot, we have Hands of Time. I am ashamed to own this on DVD. Day of the Departed may be the worst one on this list, but this is the one that upsets me the most. Wait, let me do something real quick. Bye-bye. The Vermilion Warriors are stupid. This is the 3rd time that we've seen snakes in this show. Spoiler alert, it's getting old. Though it was advertised as a time travel season, there's no time travel. They wait the whole show, and then in the last episode, they do time travel. You see these two guys? I mean, they look cool, but these are the most annoying, stupid villains in the whole show. I'll give them this. There's a little bit of interesting lore, but overall, I absolutely hate this season. At number 17, we have Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu. Now, I'm gonna lump in the Fire chapter and the Ice chapter together because frankly, like, it's the same season. I pretty much feel the same way about both of them, so I'm just gonna rank them together. This is the most boring season by far. Like, there's so much filler, there's so much stuff that they could have cut that I found myself being bored like half the time. Now, with a new animation studio comes design changes, a new animation style, and it is off-putting at first, but once you get used to all of it, the action is really good with the new animation. Like, it's better than most of the action we've seen in previous seasons. And honestly, Asphira isn't bad as people put it out to be. Like, I think Asphira is fine, honestly, as a villain. Number 16, The Island. Now, I see this as more of a special or a movie, but not really a season because of how short it is. It's 4 11-minute episodes, so I don't really see this as a full-length season. And it's essentially just meant to set up stuff for Seabound, so this is kind of pointless for me. Like, I mean, it's fine. I think Ronan as the twist villain in the end was, like, really dumb. Like, I don't like Ronan in general. I think he's a pretty bad character. Him as a twist villain just didn't work for me. Lloyd's suit is cool though. Let me show you. Lloyd's suit is really cool. Number 15, Master of the Mountain. I hate to say this. I think this is one of the most overrated seasons of Ninjago, like, ever. Like, I see people on like the Ninjago Discord, see people in comment sections talking about how, like, this is the greatest season ever. I don't see the hype. Like, I honestly don't. Both the geckos and the months, the two tribes, are like super annoying. Like, whenever they were on screen, it just, I hated when they would fight, and it was just so, like, it was hard to watch. Cole's character arc is there, but it's very wasted potential. I think Cole could have had a much better story told here. I think I see the pieces for a really good story, but it's not there. Skull Sorcerer as a villain too is very underdeveloped. In an alternate universe, like, this could be like the best season ever, but it's not any universe that I live in. Number 14, March of the Oni. Now, in the same way that I think The Island shouldn't have been a full season, I don't qualify this as a full season either. It's 4 episodes that are 22 minutes long, and I think in other regions it was cut into a movie, but in the US it was qualified as a season. In this, Cole has a fake out death. It's not really meant to do anything except provide shock value to the audience. So I kind of was disappointed when I figured out he was alive, because like it was a really good setup for a good death, and then they just made him alive again. As a finale to the Oni trilogy and the series as a whole, it's pretty forgettable. I still somewhat enjoy it though, regardless of like its problems. I think it's fine. It's not unwatchable. Number 13, Possession. Scratch what I said earlier, because I think this is the most overrated season. Moro had really good potential, but I wish he was just explored a little more. This season doesn't work for me as much as other people because I'm not really into like fetch quest type plots. The Cloud Kingdom is very creative and visually stunning. I like the episode where they go to the first Spinjitzu Master's tomb, but overall it stays near the bottom of the list. Number 12, Hunted. Now, right off the bat, let me say, Mistake is so good in this season. Like, her story is so good. The B plot with Lloyd and Nia feels like a 3-episode story stretched out into 10. Seeing Master Wu rediscover himself as he grows up was amazing, and Harumi's death is very emotional. Overall, what sets us back is the pacing. One half of the show is really good, and the other half is just like really boring. Number 11, Crystalized. Now, I think this season is the ultimate mixed bag. Anything that involves Garmadon and Christopher is like, it's so good. I'm getting kind of sick of the Overlord coming back. Like, he's come back for like the 3rd time now. The filler episode with that stupid song and that singing lady in the van makes me want to bleach my eyes.
Here we go. Rolling and action.
Lloyd was in Oni form for like 2 seconds, and then they decided to scratch that, and then we never got to see it again. And honestly, I'm so disappointed. Number 10, Prime Empire. This is a really fun season. Okino is king. Unagami is a really solid villain with an arc that we haven't really seen in a lot of Ninjago. The only reason this isn't higher than other ones is just because there's other ones that I like more. Number 9, Rebooted. This season is the perfect reintroduction to the ninja after season 2. This season has the best finale of any other season. It literally makes me cry every single time I watch it. The introduction of Pixel is great. Overall, just a really solid season that I watch from time to time. Number 8, the Lego Ninjago movie. As a kid, I hated this movie with every fiber of my being. But now looking back, honestly, I just had to get past the design changes and the new voice actors, and honestly, this is just a really, really fun movie. It's a nice little nod to the TV series while also doing its own thing, which I appreciate. Number 7, the pilot season. Now I have to give this season props for being the first of its kind in the Ninjago lore, because without this, we wouldn't have all these other seasons to talk about. While there are some technical errors in animation and the story is a little wonky at first, I think this is like so good to me. Like, it's so nostalgic and it's just charming to watch. It's such a classic. So thanks, pilots, for being my first introduction to Ninjago. Number 6, Rise of the Snakes. This is the most nostalgic season for me. When I was but a wee little lad up in Cincinnati, I would watch this season over and over and over and over and over again because it's such a classic. Pythor is a charming villain, and seeing all the ninja unlock their true potential is amazing. This season is just jam-packed with so much good storytelling. Number 5, Seabound. Now, if Rebooted had the best ending in the series, this one comes at a close second. Kalmar is the most sinister of all Ninjago villains. Like, he literally kills his father on screen just to take the throne. Nia's story arc is just so beautiful. It wouldn't be fair of me to put this any lower than 5. Number 4, Legacy of the Green Ninja. This season reaches such high highs and low lows that it was really difficult for me to find a placement for this ranking. The first 4 episodes are some of the worst of the whole show. I mean, but the worst ones of the whole show are like the newspaper ones. Those are absolutely so annoying. But the rest of the season is so good, it just makes me want to like kiss Dareth on his big... Numero 3 is Sons of Garmadon. This season is the darkest, grittiest, most grounded story of all the series. Lloyd gets a much-deserved focus in the season, and his character arc and dynamic with Harumi pays off so well with her betrayal. There's not much I can say left about this one. It's just a really solid season, and no one can tell me otherwise. Number 2, Skybound. I'm genuinely surprised this got to my top 2. It's so rich, it's so fun, it just... Nadakon is such a threatening presence as he literally picks off like every single ninja one by one. Jay and Nia's relationship in this season is treated with such serious, thought-provoking themes about like independence and being yourself, but also having a romantic relationship with someone, and whether those two can coexist with one another. Also, this season has peak Dareth. We've reached the light at the end of the tunnel. What do you see? Tournament of Elements. I don't like calling movies or TV series perfect, but on a rare occasion, I do. This is one of those occasions. Some people might say, oh, it's just a kid show. You're just nostalgic. No. I will not listen. I have no other words to say about this season. It is genuinely perfect television. It's the reason why I love Ninjago so much. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you saw here, please drop a like to show your support for what I do. You can also subscribe to be up to date whenever a new video like this comes out. Hasta luego, everyone.